Hey Vault Dwellers, Jonathan here at Night Knowledge. Today's Fallout 76 video will show you my current build that you may enjoy if you're new or want something that is powerful and easy to put together. This build features very high damage. We use a dual bar chainsaw that melts enemies. If you're having troubles finding one, use the chapters in this video where I'll show you where you can find a reliable location for them. You'll be in excavator power armor the entire time, making you very durable, taking very little damage, and requiring very few repairs. In about 165 hours of gameplay, I've actually never had to repair my power armor, and have only died when I'm not paying attention. Finally, you'll use heavy guns to primarily tag enemies while in public events, which will net you more experience and loot. We also use the heavy guns when we're fighting the Scorched Beast Queen to deal damage to her while she's flying. Other than that, the only thing that makes this build challenging to set up is getting the marsupial serum, which will require you to check various players' vending machines and approximately 1,000 to 2,000 caps to purchase it. The other tricky part to this build is acquiring the plans for the excavator armor and the black titanium for it, which gives you the buff to your carry strength. But if you don't feel like you need carrying capacity, you'll likely find tons of power armor in your travels. Let's jump to the build itself, starting with strength. We have 15 points in it, 3 points in bare arms, which reduces the weight of your heavy weapons by 90%. You'll carry them on your person rather than clogging up your stash. 2 points in lock and load, which allows you to reload heavy weapons 20% faster. 2 points in bandolier, which reduces the weight of ballistic ammo by 90%. 2 points in full charge, which will cause you to consume no fusion core energy when sprinting. If you find yourself with 10 plus fusion cores on you, you could remove full charge and increase the points in any of the next 3 skills. 2 points in blocker to take 30% less melee damage. 2 points in incisor to ignore 50% of armor with melee weapons. And finally, 2 points in martial artist, which reduces melee weapons weight by 40% and increases swing speed. Onto perception, where we only have 2 points. These 2 points are put into grenadier, which doubles your explosive detonation radius. This affects your grenades or grenade launchers. When you need to, you can switch to green thumb or pick lock cards. We have 3 points in endurance specifically for fireproof that'll cause you to take 45% less damage from explosions and flame attacks. With 6 points in charisma, you can mix and match depending on your playstyle and share perk cards with teammates. If you solo most of the time, you can get the 4 points in Lone Wanderer for survivability, 1 point in Travel Agent for cheaper fast travel, 2 points in Happy Camper if you find yourself starving while hanging out at camps. If you're mutated, I really like the 1 point in Strange in Numbers, which can boost your jump height if you have that marsupial mutation. And 2 points in Squad Maneuvers to move faster. Remember though, many of these skills only turn on if you're in a party. We have 15 points in Intelligence, 5 points in Gunsmith to make guns break 50% slower, 4 points in Makeshift Warrior, which is critical to ensure your chainsaw breaks 65% slower. 4 points in Demolition Expert for a 50% explosive damage buff. And 2 points in Power User to make fusion cores last 60% longer, since you'll be in your power armor most of the time. There are many good intelligence cards you can switch out depending on what you're doing, including Contractor, Power Patcher, and Weapon Artisan. We have 3 points in Agility, which are for Born Survivor, where if you fall below 40% health, it will automatically use a stim pack every 20 seconds. Finally, we have 12 points in Luck. 3 points in one gun army, which causes your heavy weapons to have a 12% stagger chance and a 12% cripple limb chance. Possibly one of the best skills you can get that triggers constantly is the 3 points in Ricochet, which gives you an 18% chance to deflect enemy ranged attacks. 3 points in Luck of the Draw to give you a high chance to repair your equipped weapon when hitting enemies. 2 points in Starched Genes that protects your mutations from going away when using Rad-X or Radaway. 1 point in Woodchucker to double your wood collection for cooking. Some good alternative cards include Super Duper to give you a chance to craft another copy of anything you make. And I also like Quick Hands to instantly reload your clip when empty, which is great for low magazine heavy weapons. So that's the build. Let's talk about weaponry. The most important thing is your chainsaw, so I found the easiest place to find this is at the Metal Dome in the middle north area of the map. There is an event from time to time which will allow you to quickly fast travel to it. When there, simply walk down into the arena and then out the back. Up the ramp, take a right, and go into the closest shack. If you're lucky, a chainsaw will be on the floor. Now, the slightly harder part is finding the dual bar weapon mod for it, which dramatically increases your damage. You can either search vendors for the mod piece, or scrap the chainsaw and hope to learn the mod. One thing of note, the chainsaw uses action points unlike the Ripper, but I feel like the Ripper does less damage. Up to you though. Worst case scenario, ask another player if they know the mod and if they're willing to mod a basic one for you. Once you have the dual bar chainsaw, you're essentially ready to tackle anything. Just press the fire key and mow down everything, whether it be Deathclaws, Mirelurk Queens, or Sheep Squatch. For heavy weapons, it's up to you what you want to use, whether it be all of the heavy weapons that you find, or only a select few. I personally use a 50 cal machine gun because it does good damage and shoots at a good rate. If you're not careful though, you can use up your ammo quickly, just like a lot of the other machine guns. So some players may want to use the slower Gatling gun. Be careful when using the Gatling laser, which while powerful can eat up your fusion cores. I also have an auto grenade launcher, which with all the skills previously mentioned is great for events and tagging enemies. You're not meant to kill with the auto grenade launcher, just to earn XP and loot. You're likely to have a hard time accumulating the 40mm grenades, but if you have it equipped during a daily operation, all the enemies will drop a couple, and you can actually come out of a daily operation with easily over 200 auto launcher grenades for the open world. So that is my heavy gun, chainsaw, power armor build. I hope it helps you out. While there can be stronger builds out there that causes you to deal more damage, this one I find is very easy to put together and very fun. Check out the rest of my channel for other videos on Fallout 76, video games, board games, and other fun things. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.